Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming across this channel, kindly like and subscribe to this channel and put on your notification bell to get notified when we post a new tutorial. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this trendy circle dress with petals. It's actually a very simple tutorial. So the first thing I did was to fold my fabric. I already folded my fabric. I folded like I'm going to cut an 180-degree flay. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to divide my bust measurement by 4 and add 1.5 inch allowance, half inch for ease and 1 inch for the allowance. So I'm just going to mark down that. I'm actually placing my tape to get the exact 10.5 inch. My bust divided by 4 is 9 plus 1.5 inch, so we have 10.5. So I just went ahead to mark that down and I'm going to connect it to my ruler. So once I've marked that, the next thing I'm going to do is to take my armhole line. So I'm going to place my tape and get my armhole line. For my armhole, I'll be using 7.5. And I'm just going to connect that. Then I'm going to come up again and mark on my 5 inch because this is like an off shoulder gown. So I'll be doing -5. I'm going to be marking 5 because it's an off shoulder gown. So I'm just connecting my lines. So now I have my chest line, my armhole line, and my bust line. So on my chest line, I'm going to be marking 5.5 inch. That will serve as the width of my chest. And I'm just going to connect it to my armhole. This is actually a very simple tutorial. So now we have our armhole. So I'm going to place my tape on the -5 and I'm going to take my gown length. So for this gown, you won't want to be taking a very long measurement. Actually, when I first measured it, I marked 36, but at the end of the day, it was so long, I had to cut. So I advise you work with like 34, 35. So I'm going to mark out my gown length now. You're just going to take it like you're marking a flake. So I'm going to be connecting my dots. So now I'll be cutting off. This This is actually all for the cutting of this gown. Just going to cut it off now. So this is it. The next thing I'll be doing now is to cut out facing for this. So I'm cutting my facing. Just going to place it on top like this, and I'll cut it out. It's actually very easy. So I'm just going to cut that out. So I'm going to be cutting that again for the front and the back. Okay, so I'm actually done cutting my facing. I already cut out for the front and the back. Now I'm going to be cutting out this sleeve, our sleeve. The length of this sleeve, I went ahead to cut out 65, because that is what I had left, and for the width I went out with 5 inch. So I'm going to be sewing in with ½ inch allowance, then I'll be having 2 inch. Don't know if you understand. I fold it like this and I sew ½ inch. I'm going to be left with 2 inches. For the next thing now, I went ahead to draft out my petals and I'm cutting it on my fabric. As you can see, my fabric is unfolded, so I'm going to be cutting out 2. I'll go ahead and do that over and over again, so I can have 10 petals. So I already went ahead to iron it out with a paper stay because my fabric was too light, and also went ahead to fold my sleeve. So this is the petals. It's actually 10 pieces, but I'm going to be sewing them right side facing each other like this. I'm going to go back to the sewing machine now. I'm going to join that. So this is what it looks like when I was done joining. So now we have 5 petals. And this is our strap. So I'm going to be sewing my facing to this dress. It's very simple. I'm just going to be sewing it like this. I'm going to be sewing on the top, on the armhole line, and at the side. So I'll go back to my sewing machine now and do that. So this was it while I was done. I already went ahead to do that. This is it. Also went ahead to iron it so that it's going to be flat. So that is it. This is the front and this is the back. The next thing I'm going to be doing now is to join them. I'll be joining it by the sides. I'm going to be joining it by the sides. Just like this. Then I'm also going to be folding my so this is it while I was done joining them. I also went ahead to fold it. As you can see, the gown is already coming. This gown is already coming together. The next thing now is going to be attaching our sleeve. I'm going to be folding it into 2 equal parts. Folding it into 2 equal parts, and I'm going to mark the midpoint. Then I went ahead to replace the 5.5 that I took off, and I added extra 1 inch. So we have 6.5 for this strap. Sorry, for the sleeve. So I'm just going to be pinning that down. I'm so sorry, I didn't know my camera wasn't showing very well. I was actually showing the pinning process. Okay, this is it. I'm pinning it immediately before my armhole. So this is what it look like. I also went ahead to do it on the other side. I'm going to go back to my sewing machine now and give it a top stitch. So this is what it looks like when I was already done top stitching it. That's what it looks like. So let's move over to our petals. So now I have my 5 petals. I'm going to do a running stitch with my needle and thread on all of them, just like this. Just like this. I'm just going to keep doing this. So this is it, and I'm going to gather it. Are you seeing it? I'm just going to tack it. I already went ahead to cover a button that I'll be using for this. So I already went ahead to attach my button too. This is what it looks like when I was done. And I'm going to attach that to my gown. This is a very simple tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and comment.